welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. This is a men's channel with men's content. If this is what you enjoy watching, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe. Now let's get into it, gentlemen. Today I want to say, in my personal humble opinion, that black women make the worst in-laws. Now, for you who don't know what an in-law is, it's usually a relative that is not related to you by blood, but becomes your so-called sister or brother-in-law through marriage, legally. And I did a little research on that before I get into the situation about black women being horrible in-laws. Let me tell you what I mean, the history of the word in-law. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, in-law refers to a canon law, a church set of rules and regulation that covers, among many other things, which relatives you're prohibited from marrying. Since the earliest known mention of the term in the English is brother-in-law from the 14th century, it was most likely citing the canon law of the Catholic Church, as the Church of England wasn't founded until the 16th century. So the origin of the words in-law originated in the Catholic Church. Just a little history for you. Now, people have a lot of problems with their in-laws. If you marry a woman who has a sister, then that sister is a sister-in-law of yours. And what you tend to find in a lot of relationships is that the sister-in-law tends to be the most jealous person out of your whole life. She will always try to cause problems. She will always try to be nosy. She's going to always try to cause division. And it's not just the sister-in-law, it's the mother-in-law. The mother-in-law is sometimes a person who doesn't even have a marriage anymore. That marriage has dissolved. That marriage is over with because of her own personality flaws, because of her own selfishness, because of how she acts towards men. But when she has a daughter that gets into a good relationship with a man or actually marries a man, you'll find her getting in the way, popping up when she ain't supposed to pop up. You can't even get away from the woman. She'll show up without calling. She'll bug the hell out you. She'll call you and then she'll judge the man that her daughter married and get on him and ride him and make him think that he's a child of hers. Now, according to the Psychology Today, some of the problems that people have from their in-laws is this. Sometimes the mother-in-law will pressure their daughter to have children, even when it's not the appropriate time for them to have children. You see, these type of women are controlling, they're demanding, and they will interfere with your marriage or your relationship. Another thing, older relatives, older ones, the uncles, the aunts, the grandmothers, whoever it may be, these black women are trying to maintain their authoritative role in the household. And what do I mean? You'll find some black women that will come into a man's marriage with his woman and try to control that marriage. They will tell them, they'll make plans without talking to the husband, without talking to that man's wife. They'll make plans and try to force those people into becoming involved with those plans because they want to have an authoritative hold over the people in the household. They will even try to tell you how to discipline your own children. And according to the Psychology of the Day, some of these women who are in-laws, they claim to know it all or they want to take charge. And then another one says a parent's belief that no one is good enough for their son or daughter. So some of these mother-in-laws don't like the men that their daughter have chosen for whatever reason. Maybe the man that the daughter have chosen remind them of the man that decided to leave them because they might have divorced their man and they see qualities in the husband that their daughter has and they just can't stand him for whatever reason it may be. Sister-in-law will call before either one of you get out the bed to go brush your teeth. They'll call, want to know what you're doing, what your plans are today, where you're going, what's up. Mothers will call and judge the man. Is he doing this to you? Where y'all going? Has he did this? Has he done that? What is his 5-year plan from now? The black woman as an in-law is a serious problem. They will influence, especially the sister-in-law. Sometimes the sister-in-law is extremely jealous of the woman that you married because they might have piss poor men that they choose who are not financially able to do the things that your husband do. So these women do everything they can to try to cause problems in the relationship. The sister-in-law as well as the mother-in-law may bring up old relationships with other men and tell your wife or your girlfriend how well another man may be doing, because deep down it's not because they want them to be happy. They just don't want to see her happy with you, because you may be the man that does the things that no other man can do for your daughter. And also, they may not be able to find another man or a type of man like you of your caliber who is successful, who has things going on, who is ambitious, who is competitive, you know what I mean, who is never content with just being average or mediocre. And you get a woman who have sisters like this, who have cousins, female cousins like this, they will hate your freaking guts because of what you can do. But don't get it misconstrued. Sister-in-law will try to sleep with you. I'm just telling you what I know. You can be in a relationship with a woman treating her right, and the sister can be so dang jealous of her. She can't stand that she got what she got coming from you, but she'll try to sneak around and sleep with you just to hurt her without her knowing, or just to have a piece of a man that is successful. You'll see these women, they fight over some of the most childish things. They'll come to your house. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Hill? Oh, this is a nice home, Mr. Hill. If they say that, if they don't say nothing like that, they jealous. And they will always try to bring negativity into your relationships. And before you get married to these type of women, I'm letting you know right now, that's what you're going to be dealing with once you get married. When they become in-laws, it gets more severe. It gets more crazy. It gets more hectic and out of control. They will call just to start stuff. They will try to pop up at your house just to start stuff. They would like to know how you're spending your money. They want to know the schedule of the man so they can try to get the woman away and try to tempt her to do things that she have no business doing. And then they will always try to cause problems. They will try to get the woman to do things that they know that you're not going to do. See, these type of women, these in-laws, these female cousins, these sisters, and sometimes these mothers, they try to sabotage the relationship. They try to get in the mind of the woman that you're with and try to get her to sabotage it on her own. Here it is, they have no man. I'm talking about the sister-in-law. I'm talking about the mother-in-law and the female cousins. Most of the time they don't have men. And when they do have men, their relationships are short-lived. And that's what they want for the woman that you're with. They do not want to see your woman happy. All they want to see is problems, chaos, and destruction. And you got to watch out for these type of women. And when you see this, now the apple don't fall too far from the tree. A lot of times these women have traumas. Their mama have traumas. Their sister have traumas. Their female aunts have traumas. All they have traumas. And they don't know what to do with it. And it's unnatural to see anyone that they know at peace or happy. So they'll do whatever it takes to throw a rock in what you got going on, to cause a problem in your relationship. This is why a lot of times men make jokes about their mother-in-law, because the mother-in-law can be a mother, you know what I'm finna say, a mother freaker. So this is why a lot of times these women are horrible when it comes to in-laws, man, because the woman you with may be a good woman, but if they have a sibling and all they know is hell and chaos, oh brother, they coming right for you. They're gonna try to keep as much strife in your relationship as they possibly can, because they hate you and they hate the fact that the woman that you with is happy. No, they say misery loves company, and they're going to do their damnness to bring misery into your relationship. It's sad, but it's true. Ain't nothing I can do about that. So be careful in your choices, gentlemen, of who you choose to be with. Because when you marry her, you ain't just marrying her. You marrying her entire family. Facts. Well, again, if you seen something in my video that made sense to you and you found something valuable in this video, do me a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe. More men content coming soon.